Hello everybody, welcome to another video on my channel, Half Man, Half Amazing. I'm Caesar here, and this is going to be my top 50 books. Now this video is being made specifically because two guys requested it here. CapnCummings, SpideyFan78ct. I wasn't going to do it, wasn't I think tagged here soon enough, but what subscribers want, I'm going to give subscribers. So I'm going to go off this list. Now, a few books I'm not going to include in this list. Honorable mentions will be, of course, Action Comics number 30, Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 300. Some books that I've shown you in the recent past. Now, books that I've shown you before but still feel I'll make the list will be on this list. But other than that, let's get started. All right, guys, I'm not going to waste a whole lot of your time. I'm going to try to fly through these to go through at least the 25, if not 50, all right? First one is this. What If number 50, my favorite what if out of all the what ifs, and love the story, all right? Next one's gonna be Incredible Hulk number 1. Story about this one is actually sent cash when I was a kid to get this book, mail order, and after a couple months it came. So love having it, had it since that time, and great cover. Not particularly well written, but it's a great cover nonetheless. Spawn Batman, the compilation here between Frank Miller and Todd McFarlane. This is a great book because it actually carried the story from this book into the Spawn book. So the DC version came out as well, but this is my favorite. I actually have another copy of this book signed by Frank Miller. This is my reader copy. Next one is Terror Assaulter, One Man War on Terror. This is from Traditional Comics. It's basically an independent from Traditional Comics. This is issue number 1 for mature readers only. This is what the Punisher should be. This is ridiculous. Love the story, love not particularly the art, but I love the where they're going with it. Again, One Man War on Terror number 1, Terror Assaulter, just love it. All right. Next one is Injustice number 1. Now this is actually year 1. This was got me rolling here with DC, huge. It was actually a Superman that I didn't know before. It was Joker dies, just some crazy stuff happens in Injustice: Gods Among Us. The first year, and this is the first issue right there, first print. Love it. Another one is Batman Detective Comics number 880, the iconic Jock cover. Love it specifically for the cover. Again, I have a shirt with that same cover on it, and it's just ridiculous. Love, this is a masterpiece, Jock. Next one is Uncanny X-Men number 266, first appearance here of Gambit. Love X-Men, so Gambit's definitely first appearance on the list. Next one is X Factor number 24, first appearance of the Archangel. Now, Archangel is one of my favorite X-Men and one of my favorite mutants, I should say, and love having the first print, absolutely. Next one will be X Factor number 6, first appearance of Apocalypse. Big Apocalypse fan, definitely glad to have this book. I love it. I wouldn't get an upgrade or anything. It's got maybe very fine, and that's good enough for me here on X Factor number 6. Wolverine number 1. This is the mini-series in the 80s. This is the test whether or not they thought that Wolverine would be able to have his own series or not, how popular he was, and the rest is history, guys. There it is. Wolverine number 1. Batman number 638. First appearance of Red Hood. Not the Joker Red Hood, the Jason Todd Red Hood. Love the story. They even made a DC cartoon of it. Great book. Next one is Captain America number 6. I think it's volume 3. First appearance of Winter Soldier. The cover speaks for itself. Even if Winter Soldier wasn't in this book, I think the cover is just ridiculous. Love having this book as well. Next one is Incredible Hulk number 92. First issue of the Planet Hulk series. Now I have all the Planet Hulks, but I didn't want to just throw in multiple issues in here for you. I think it was 12. This is the one that kicked it all off. Number 91, they shot him into space, and number 92, he just starts tearing stuff down. It's awesome. Awesome story. Batman number 1, Greg Capullo and Scott Snyder. The art, the writing. If you're not reading this book right now, what's wrong with you? No. If you're not reading this book right now, I highly recommend you do. Great story. They're still together right now writing these books and illustrating these books. Great stories, all of them. This is actually the Quarterly Owls, which is my particular favorite. We have Batman Vengeance of Bane number 1, the 64-page special. First appearance of Bane. Yeah, nice book. Love having it. Speaking of hot characters here, we got Daredevil number 168, first appearance of Elektra. I'm a big Daredevil fan. I actually had this quite some time here, maybe 10, 11 years ago, and love it. Now that Daredevil's even hotter, I love the fact that he's hot. So just huge love here for Daredevil. Next one is Detective Comics number 387. This is something that I like collecting because it's the first reprint ever of Detective 27 and Batman number 1 in the same book. I can't get, the key issues here, the holy grails here of the number ones or the first appearances of Golden Age characters, but I love picking up the very first reprints. That's something I just like to do. And this is two birds with one stone here. This is a Silver Age book itself, but it's the first first reprint of Detective 27 and Batman number 1 in the same book. So I love the book itself. Next one is Fantastic Four number 48, first appearance of Galactus and Silver Surfer. Again, love the book, love the characters, and definitely a key book. Another book that I love, not only because it's particularly well, but it's also sentimental. Iron Man number 128. Now, I picked up a poor shaped one here at a comic book expo, but this one's cool because again, it's made in the same year I was born, 1979. It has my wife's name on it as well, Nadia, right there on the bottle. So very cool book. Speaking of reprints, here we go. Action Comics number 1 reprint, Safeguard from the 80s. This is the very first Action Comics reprint. It's a Safeguard soap reprint, so it was mail order. Send it out, get it free. This is a very near mint condition. Gonna get it CGC'd. Love it. Just, oh my God. I love this book. And definitely one of the top 50. Probably the top 3. Next one is the Avengers Giant Size Annual number 10. Excuse me, King Size Annual number 10. First appearance of Rogue. Now, why is she in Avengers, you say? Because the X-Men meet up with the Avengers in the book. And there you go. So, great stuff here. Annual number 10. Next is Avengers number 57. First appearance of Vision. This is a book that is not in the greatest condition, but I love having it because the cover still pops. First appearance of Vision. We all know how hot Vision is right now, and I love having the book. Another one is Avengers number 55. First appearance of Ultron. Again, another hot book, another hot character, and great condition book. Very, very fine. Love it. Next is another book that I have that is in very fine and near mint. Great cover and great condition for it being black. No ticks on the black. Beautiful, beautiful. But this is Amazing Adventures featuring Beast number 11, the first hairy beast. So there you go. He's gray, but he's still hairy. There you go. Now this is the ongoing series, Wolverine number 1. The ongoing series that he received after that 3-issue miniseries was a success, and love the cover. Wolverine on top of the bodies, just gangster right there. Wolverine, there you go. Here we go, Giant Size X-Men number 1, first appearance of everybody. So except Wolverine, of course, second appearance, and of course Cyclops there as well. So not everybody, just kidding. Anyway, this is the Giant Size X-Men number 1. Love this issue. Now it's a little faded here, but it's still great integrity here. Great corners, complete, great, held together beautifully. Looks like it was just left in the sun a little bit, or out in the open, who knows. Next one is Batman number 139. First appearance of the original Batgirl. Now, Elizabeth Kitty, I think, was Batwoman. Batgirl is her daughter. Her name escapes me right now. But this is the first appearance. This is the Golden Age Batgirl, Batman number 139. Here we go is another Batman. Batman number 181. First appearance of Poison Ivy. Now, this is a sick book because it actually does still have the pullout inside, and didn't realize that it had a pullout until somebody said, we got to make sure it has a pullout. So I frantically went to the book, found the pullout. Beautiful. Very happy. Cover swipe, Neil Adams here. Batman number 227. Very hot book. Beautiful cover. It's just, it just, love it. Love it. Love the swipe. Love the art. And definitely a must-have for any collector here on this cover itself. All right. Next we have Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. number 2. Now, Steranko did some funny stuff in this book, and this is why it's on the list. It's actually the last panel. Marvel thought it was a little bit too explicit here, having him kiss the girl here at the end, close up of kissing in the panel. So instead, what he did a close up of a gun entering a holster. And the gun at the very last panel is in the holster, which I thought was way more than the kissing would have been. So, but whatever, Steranko got away with it. Look at Steranko. Anyway, we have another reprint here, Superman #1. This is actually the 2000 reprint, the special edition. Everything is the same as it was in Superman #1, but it is a pretty expensive book itself in good condition here. Limited amount made. They also made a Batman #1, but I was able to get my hands on the Superman. Now the Batman and Superman are both pretty high. So I'm not sure if I'll be able to get the Batman, but hopefully soon. One day maybe. Next is Batman 426, first issue of the Death in the Family for Jason Todd, the Robin that nobody liked. But do have the entire run. But again, this is the first one that kicked it off. Probably like the actual fourth one better. But there you go. Captain Marvel #50. Again, this is one of the ones that I've shown you before, but it's Captain Marvel #50. Golden Age. World War II. Yeah, love it. Love me some Captain Marvel. And again, at the time that I made this video, it was one of my first videos. It wasn't very expensive, but it's starting to go up. Next is The Flash 123. First multiverse explanation here, and Flash of Two Worlds. Again, it's a great book here. I love it's complete. Very, very, very beautiful cover here. Still vibrant cover. Still pops. Love having the book, and definitely a must-have. Key book, absolutely. Here's another reprint. This is the Oreo cookie reprint of Batman Detective Comics 27. This is the book itself. I do have the first reprint that was created for Detective 27, but this is cool because it's the Oreo cookie, the first single book reprint. And again, I'm definitely going to get the CGC as well. I love reprints that are very detailed and older reprints as well. Again, another one that I've shown you before, Amazing Adult Fantasy #14. Last book before the last issue of Amazing Fantasy came out. Amazing Fantasy 15, all right? Another one is first appearance of Lucifer, Sandman #1. Very hot book here in the 90s, still hot to this day. Love the book, love the story. Sandman #1. Another book that I love here, The Killing Joke. First print. Again, origin of Joker. Everyone who's anyone that's collecting right now, pick this thing up while you can. Beautiful book. They made a lot of reprints. Be sure it has the green on there, as I showed you there. Here's the Superman, Man of Steel #17, first appearance of Doomsday. All right, so love Doomsday. First appearance right there. Again, kicking off the death of Superman. Here is Watchmen, the first book here from 1986. This kicked off the Watchmen craze. What started off just a complete avalanche in comic book community and collecting. So I got the whole run, but this is what kicked it off here. Watchmen #1. Next is Kick-Ass #1. First appearance of Kick-Ass. Love the book. Love the story. Not following the third one, but the first two I loved. And this is what started it all right? Next one is Kick-Ass #4. First appearance of Hit Girl. Of course, Big Daddy as well, but Hit Girl is one of the main characters of Kick-Ass, and definitely loved having that first print there for her. Next is an interesting book. This is Spider-Man and the Power Pack. This was free, all right? But the reason why I have this book, it was sponsored by the International Association of Direct Distributors for your local comic retailer for abused children. This book basically is a book that tells you what no other Marvel book does, that Spider-Man, Peter Parker, was sexually abused as a child. So the fact that this book exists in the Marvel Universe, and they never bring it up, but the fact that it was made and it explains that, I love having it. Picked it up in near mint condition. I'll probably get it CGC'd because not a lot of these are in awesome condition. But it's awesome. Not the fact that he was abused sexually, but the fact that, they addressed it so kids would not feel so ashamed to, advise adults, just basically report it, Great thing Marvel did here. And again, story here of Spider-Man. Next one is New Mutants number 87, first appearance here of Cable. Cable is, again, one of the New Mutants here that is making a difference. Love having the actual first appearance here, Rob Liefeld, as well as New Mutants number 98, first appearance of Deadpool. All right. One of the books, again, I've showed you before. Love having it. Now, speaking of other books that I've showed you before, another one, Adventures of Batman number 12. Batgirl on the cover, but the reason for it is, of course, Harley Quinn, first appearance. Next one is another reprint that I have here. Actually, yes, it is a third print of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 1. This is a beautiful copy. Also came out the following year from the original, so this is a great book to have. I can't get number 1, can't get the second print, first print or second print, so I got the third print, but it's in great condition, still has the integrity. It's, again, just as old, so I love having it. Now next we will have Captain Britain, 10 pounds, or pence, excuse me, number 8. First appearance of Psylocke, all right? So this is a very hard book to find, to be honest with you. It's magazine size, great book. Love having it, and again, very hard to find. So good luck with that. Next one is going to be Marvel Previews Presents number 4, first appearance of Star-Lord. This is really hot right now, especially since they're making another movie, Guardians of the Galaxy, and who knows how popular Chris Pratt will be here in the Marvel Universe. But this is definitely on a hot book now, and glad I actually have it. Beautiful condition as well. And last but not least, I'm going to give you guys here Amazing Spider-Man number 3, first appearance of Dr. Octopus. Beautiful book, beautiful. I just love having this book. My earliest Spider-Man that I have. Being half man, half amazing, I feel obligated to show it to you again. And here it is, guys, in all its glory. So thank you very much for staying through the entire video. Try not to make it too long. Try to run through as much as possible. Thank you again for subscribing. Let me know what you think of the actual top 50 here below. Again, for myself, half man, half amazing, out.